All right, so is public stock worth it? That's the question of today. I'm actually by City Hall recording a video. I've seen a lot of events here, but I've never actually been to this building. So I wanted to stop by Publix at first. I wanted to get a drink. That's imperative. Gotta go into Publix. I used to work there. I'll talk about that more. But first, let me get a tripod. Let's have a little bit more stability with this video, and then I'll go into, is public stock actually worth it? But anyway, today I'm gonna talk about, is public stock worth it, and my background. Previous to doing film and media production full-time, I mean, I'm 24 years old right now. I'm doing YouTube and media production full-time. But prior to doing this, I did work at Publix for over 7 years. I started when I was 14 years old, and I really wanted to do something at a young age that was going to push me and that was going to catapult me into a positive direction, teach me some things about business, teach me some things about retail. The hardest thing for me is just how mundane and working, and I should say mundane and robotic working at Publix could be. But other than that, I was able to take a percentage of my paycheck, put it towards 401k, put it towards stock, save money at a young age by living with family, and those things were great benefits. Now, in terms of actually not working there now, I want to do something more creative and entrepreneurial. Again, there's more risk in doing this, but I would rather be doing YouTube and media production full-time right now. It's pushing me, it's kind of putting me into a different direction. It's kind of like thrusting me into a different direction where there is more risk, but I like doing this. And I think the thing with Publix is that it's not the most creative thing to do, and it might not develop your skill set as much as doing something that has more risk correlated to it. But again, everybody's on their own path. To each their own. I used it as a stepping stone. I do have public stock. I like that I have a percentage of my portfolio and savings in public stock. The issue is that if you have all of your money tied up in stock, it might limit your risk with entrepreneurial endeavors, and it might limit how much you can actually do, how much action you can take. But I do believe that having public stock, I'm gonna really emphasize this, is one of the best stock holding accounts as an employee-owned company in America that you can have. It's really one of the best companies to be invested in when we analyze their stock, when you analyze their returns and their overall stock performance and their overall financial performance. As far as employee-owned company goes, Publix is one of the best companies to have stock in as an employee and as a company that's privately held. It's really, really good. Okay, so my advice to anybody watching this is that if you have the time and if you have it in your schedule, and if you're kind of a younger age, I recommend working at Publix and investing in the stock, because that's one of the best benefits you can have. Stock, 401k, and then I would also recommend, kind of on the flip side, other than working at a part-time gig, what I would also recommend is, if you have a place where you want to be a pharmacist for the rest of your life, where you want to set up shop, where you want to be there for over 30 years, Publix is that type of place. It's a blue chip company where you can really build an entire life and career there. So that's kind of like what I recommend, like part-time, and kind of do what I did during high school and college, or on the complete opposite spectrum, be there for life and really build a life and career there. The only other option I would recommend is work at Publix part-time, get the stock, get the benefits, and then have a job where you're earning a lot of money, say as a sales rep or something like that, through your commission checks, and then you can funnel that money into public stock. They also pay for college degrees at Publix. They do Publix tuition reimbursement. Last time I checked, you have to work there for at least 10 hours a week. That was another benefit that I took advantage of. So really make sure that you can kind of be smart about everything, and that you can use your own personal time and creativity to really build that leverage and kind of like figure out how can you utilize the most out of every single company that you work for. Because at least in America, I know I have people who kind of watch from around the world on this channel. Publix is one of those companies that has a lot of benefits, and for me, it is a big yes. Invest in their stock. It's one of the best privately held employee-owned companies you can be a part of. Get your family and friends to be shopping at Publix, spread the word. It really is a great place to work and to make friends there, to learn new skills about business and retail, and of course, own their stock and get those nice returns. Something I'll say is, like, when I talk to my family and friends, a lot of them wish they could have public stock. It's not one of those publicly traded companies, but it's employee-owned, privately held company that's growing rapidly, that has a phenomenal reputation, but it is private, meaning not everybody can invest in their stock. Not everybody can get those nice quarterly dividend checks and financial returns. But when you look at fast-growing, privately held companies that have amazing reputations that a lot of people like, a lot of people wish they could have their stock. Publix is one of those highly sought-after companies that a lot of people like. So, I mean, I really don't know what else to tell you other than I think it's a phenomenal decision to have Publix stock. Just to clarify, the final thing I'll say is I no longer work at Publix, but I do get the quarterly dividend checks. I've never been to one of their stockholder meetings where their corporate HQ is in Lakeland. I do want to go one day. I think that would be an interesting YouTube video because I know I have a few Publix videos on this channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other types of Publix videos you want to see. Again, I was there for over 7 years. I took advantage of basically all of their benefits by being a Publix employee. So yeah, let me know what other questions you have about Publix, and specifically in this video, Publix stock, and I will answer those questions. By no means am I a financial planner or a financial advisor or have my Series 7 stock license. Shout out to my grandma, she actually has that, I don't. Maybe one day I'll get something like that. But for now, I was just a former Publix employee, but I still have their stock and I can answer questions. But let me know what other types of Publix videos you want to see. Smash that like button, subscribe for more videos like this, more analysis videos, and also check out my Patreon page where you can further support this channel. So thank you so much for clicking on today's YouTube video, guys. I'm glad I was able to clarify my stance on Publix stock, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.